Hey everyone, how you doing? Hope you've had a good week so far. Yeah, so what, a couple of months ago now, I played through Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, the first game. I've never played these games before, and I was recommended them. I quite enjoyed the first one, to be honest. It was a bit janky, I'm not going to lie, but it was a pretty fun game. The remastered games as well, they definitely look a bit better. So what happened at the end of the first game? So we come up against Kain, didn't we? We had a big fight with him, but he ended up escaping. So that's kind of where this game takes off. It's like a direct sequel. So yeah, we'll see what the second part of the game is all about. I thought it was quite interesting that the game ended on such a cliffhanger. So yeah, we get to see what happens next. How is everyone doing in chat? Hey Dibs. You got your black apple and blackcurrant, jammy Dodgers and a cup of tea. Nice. Whereas I'm just sitting here with what's left of my Coke Zero. So we will make a start. I think we got a cutscene. We did watch the cutscene last stream, but just to remind myself and you guys.
I must say I'm disappointed in your progress. I imagined you'd be here sooner. Tell me, did it trouble you to murder your brothers?
Did it trouble you when you ordered me into the abyss?
Eternity is relentless.
It's a shame I never played these back on the PlayStation. I might have played the first one. I can't remember. It's so long ago. But I certainly didn't get very far in it if I did.
To know the future, Raziel. To see its paths and streams tracing out into the infinite. As a man, I could never contain such forbidden truths. But each of us is so much more than we once were. Do you not feel with all your soul how we have become like gods? As such, are we not indivisible? As long as a single one of us stands, we are legion. Our futures are predestined. Mobius foretold mine eons ago. We each play out the parts fate has written for us. Free will is an illusion.
I found the tomb of Sarafan Kain. How could you profane a priest by turning him into a vampire?
How could I not? One must keep his friends close, Raziel, and his enemies even closer. Who better to serve me than those whose passion transcends all notions of good and evil?
The Sarafan were saviors, defending Nosgoth from the
Kind of crazy about then, like when we were stuck with such simple stories, and then you get games like this, which actually have full video, proper stories. I have to admit, the first game was really good story, for the most part.
You think the Sarafan were noble, altruistic?
I have heard good things about Defiance.
Oh, don't be simple.
You had that on the original
Their
Xbox.
agenda was the same as ours.
Dibs. Is it similar? Is Defiance still a third person? I assume it is. Third person action game, yeah.
You nearly had me, Raziel. But this is not where or how it ends. Fate promises more twists before this drama unfolds. Completely.
Oh, well, there he goes. He's out of it. I actually quite like the first game. Had like dungeons, temples in it, which I'm a bit of a fan of Legend of Zelda. So it was kind of nice actually to have such big dungeons. I mean, there was one in particular that seemed to drag on forever, I'm not going to lie. But I think that was down to all the block puzzles in it.
Raziel, Redeemer and Destroyer, Pawn and Messiah. Welcome, time-span soul. Welcome to your destiny.
Do this.
Where am I? Is the usual question. In your case, when might be more apt.
Oh
Very
man,
well, you old snake.
we lose all our
If you
abilities.
prefer, I use my bare hands.
This is completely unexpected. This orb disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated. Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours. But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
You can drop the benevolent facade, Mobius. I know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
Defiance was a bit more dark and moody. Okay,
Perhaps
I'll
you
have to have a
should,
look on
my
YouTube.
boy.
Bit of gameplay.
But you don't.
Are you so
See what
certain
it's
of
all
that,
about.
Mobius?
My role as Time Guardian affords me a certain level of omniscience, Raziel. No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Kain, some 30 years from now.
Oh, we got back in time.
You two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
How is it that you know my name? We have never met.
On the contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Kain has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel. We were even close.
Oh, please.
Fortunately, you need not love me now to be my ally.
Are we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age. My mercenary army now inhabits this stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan with our own humble crusade.
Is this the vampire Vorador?
Yes, the scourge of the Circle, the most depraved and decadent example of his whole degenerate race. He slaughtered 6 of my fellow Guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
And you somehow survived this massacre?
I and 2 others.
Okay.
The Circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient.
I was going to say, why were they
You'll
spared?
forgive me if I don't naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
And who has slandered me so? Your malefactor, Kain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly. We'll forget about rekindling our old friendship then. But consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Kain dead. I can help you do it.
You don't want to meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes, but you're simply out of your depth on this one.
You underestimate me, Raziel. Let me show you.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that you don't end up killing him in the first game, to be honest.
Even
That was
now,
such a twist.
Kain is lying in wait for you, unaware that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See how he lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy, foolishly confident that he has eluded your grasp.
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Raziel. They are the embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Kain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision. Kain's very existence is a cancer upon this world. As long as he lives, all of Nosgoth is in peril. You may never again be human, Raziel. But you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go to him, Raziel, and end this.
I'm more than happy to do that.
But first,
More than happy.
you will need to find your way out of the stronghold, and in this, I'm afraid I
Oh,
cannot.
now that's convenient.
My soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course. They're no match for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum. But do what you have to do.
Yes, sir.
All great movements require a few martyrs.
Okay, well, it's telling me not to attack him. But I can't promise that.
Alone now, I surveyed my surroundings and noticed a second time-streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how, I had not yet discovered.
Okay. One thing I love doing on these games is going back to the old school mode. Like, I find it hard to believe it still looked this good on the PlayStation. I mean, if it did, fair play, you know. Got anything else in it for a start? Got a door over there. Multiple doors. Okay, we can't go that way. Oh, weapon. Okay. I can't remember if the same game had two different attacks. So that's our crouch. Looks like we got like a hard attack and a lighter attack. Oh, okay, there we go. Nice. Got a guy over here too. Down. Did you say you had played this game and the first one, Dips? Oh no, it's back on. It's back on. I lopped his head off. Awesome. Yeah, we got his head off again. Off with his head. I think the fact he's got camera controls as well is quite an upgrade over the original PlayStation version, I'd imagine. How did we manage without camera controls, like without a dual stick?
Throughout the stronghold, I discovered evidence of my former nobility and my life as a Sarafan priest. This was the heritage so foully stolen from me when Kain raided my sacred crypt and defiled me.
Oh, you want some? The only thing is, I'm pretty sure you could do this nice roll before. I don't appear to be able to do that. Hey Jeff, what was that? Did you enjoy the National Fried Chicken Day? It may be national in America, but I don't think it was over here. I don't think I had any chicken yesterday. Yes, I did. One leftover piece of KFC from Sunday. Or Saturday. Does that count? Did you have your fried chicken then? Ah. You get your abilities straight away then. Oh, health must be 4, yeah. That's different. Oh, there's that map. How do we transform back? I still think it's really cool how it transforms between realms.
I could feel the strength of the Soul Reaver slowly.
You had yours
returning.
today. Well, that's no good. You should have had it yesterday.
Debilitating to vampires as it was to the blade, it gave Mobius a powerful advantage over his enemies. I finally understood how Mobius's crusade could decimate the vampires so successfully. If he could immobilize his enemies, they were at his mercy. But why, I wondered, would the staff have any effect on the Reaver?
Yeah, I had some rolls left over, so I had some ham and cheese rolls for dinner. It's too hot. It's too hot to want anything too hot. There we go, got him in here. Oh, we got a nice sword. Hey, McDazzy. You never played it, yeah. Oh, you do own it? Awesome. Yeah, I was like, you know what, it's probably about time I do play the sequel. How you doing? I mean, so far it's alright. The controls are a little janky, but so was the first one to some degree. Won't take long to get used to it. I love the fact you can just lop his head off. Nice. Guess we don't need to kill all of them, like he said. Is that the way in? You're doing good. You should be my trainer of the game. You're welcome. Well, I hope I give you a good impression. I'm alright. I'm okay, thanks. Can't complain. Yeah, didn't we just come this way? Can't remember. Yeah, we did. Sure. Yeah, we did. Oh, let's go over here then. Yeah, we're not getting through there, are we? That's a little bit too much to deal with.
As I neared the stronghold's inner sanctum, a strange sensation crept over me. An indescribable feeling of displacement, a sense of vertigo, as reality itself appeared to warp and bend around me. The disturbance seemed to emanate from the sanctuary's furthest chapel. As I cautiously approached, the sense of dislocation intensified with each step. So this was the tomb of the beloved King William the Just, beatified here as the martyr and catalyst of Mobius's crusade. I was reminded of Kain's journey as a fledgling vampire, how Mobius coerced him to travel back in history and assassinate William, thus igniting a genocidal hatred of vampires among the citizens of Nosgoth.
He definitely speaks a lot more in this one.
And here
it's a lot more
discovered
cinematic
the
so far.
The Soul Reaver itself, laid out like a holy relic, and broken, apparently in the battle between William and Kain. I had not thought such a thing was possible, until, of course, Kain shattered the blade against me when he tried to strike me down. Thus, the captive spirit inhabiting the Reaver was released, and binding itself to me, became my symbiotic weapon. And so the Reaver met its former self, still imprisoned in this corporeal shell. I watched, mesmerized, as the Wraith blade uncoiled itself and snaked down the length of the physical blade. Embracing its twin, its mirror self, the Reaver's long-dormant spirit was now fully aroused. And for the first time, I felt the true
He's definitely got
presence
away
of
with
this
words,
entity.
hasn't he?
Willful, ravenous, and deranged from thousands of years of imprisonment. The Reaver was now in command, and I, now merely its helpless host, felt my soul being leached to restore the blade. But The Reaver knew better than to destroy its host, and just as I neared the brink of oblivion, the blade released its hold on me. As I recovered, I realized we were now bound together in a fragile alliance. The Reaver no longer merely my symbiotic weapon, but a sentient parasite competing for control.
What have you done to me, Mobius? Is this your trap?
Oh, he tricked him into
Don't
it.
forget it was Kain who led you here, not I. While you curse me, the only soul in Nosgoth ready to guide and assist you, Kain laughs at our folly and revels in your dismay.
These blades, now
Hey,
coiled in
Dennis.
sinister embrace, have inspired terror in the hearts
Nice
of
one.
creatures
Appreciate it,
far
man.
more durable than
You have a good
old
day.
man. Bound together as they are, I can only imagine what they could do to your soul's fragile shell.
Raziel, I beg you to stay your hand. This was none of my doing. I have sought only to aid you in your righteous quest.
Why, you're trembling, Mobius. Has your confidence abandoned you? You seem to have made a fatal error by leaving your precious staff behind. Is that where all your courage comes from?
Listen to me, Raziel. You don't know what you're doing. I have taken an enormous risk by appearing here before you, so defenseless, yet eager to prove my good intentions. If there's anything left of the Seraphim in you, you won't do this. While you threaten me, your true enemy eludes you.
Don't concern yourself with Kain, old man. He'll join you in hell soon enough. As you said, death comes for us all.
Yes, the Wheel of Fate demands it.
What did you say?
The Wheel of Fate. The inexorable cycle of death and rebirth to which all men are compelled. We serve the same God, Raziel. To strike me down would be striking God's own attendant. And I don't believe even you would take that risk.
I tire of your games, Mobius. Now that I know you fear me, I needn't concern myself with you. Kain is waiting for me.
We'll let him off this time.
Go then, Raziel. Seek Kain out.
Not a
and
patch on the
destroy
Master
In the
Sword.
name of the one God we both serve.
Nothing can beat the Master
You,
Sword. Come
who were
on.
once a Seraphim priest, murdered, profaned, destroyed, and reborn again from his mercy. You are now most powerfully equipped to be his agent, his instrument of restoration and retribution.
My own vengeance is motivation enough.
Gonna say, can I not just kill him anyway? It's annoying.
By my soul, you almost had me, my little blue assassin. But that'll be the one and only chance you get. I assure you of that.
I don't know. I reckon we'll
I
get
could
another
now
chance.
summon the blade at will, regardless of my strength. But once summoned, the blade's ravenous appetite could not be contained. It devoured the souls of its victims, and if I allowed it to become over-aroused, the Reaver would now turn its hunger on me.
Well, we don't want that, do we? Yeah, I'm not too sure what these things are supposed to be. Decoration, maybe? Nothing that important.
So this was the legendary Janos Ordrin, reputed to have been the most ancient and diabolical vampire to have ever existed. According to folklore, he lived high in the cliffs of Nosgoth's northern mountains and preyed mercilessly on the defenseless villagers below. His reign of terror ended when the Seraphim finally hunted him down and tore his throbbing heart from his still-living body. This relic came to be known as the Heart of Darkness, and was supposedly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife.
Okay.
The Seraphim therefore guarded it carefully, lest the heart fall into the hands of their enemies. But I wondered, could Janos Ordrin truly have been as monstrous as depicted here? Or was this merely artistic license by the Seraphim? who sought to lionize themselves by demonizing their darkest enemy.
Interesting. I don't know what I said, McDazzy. Ignore whatever I said. That was where we... It's over here. Yeah, we had a door right down the end, I think. Ah, that's better. That's a lot better using that. What have you got the game on, McDazzy, anyway? What system? Oh, right. Yeah, the Blade, yeah. That's what I said earlier. He said something similar. He's got a choice of very interesting choice of words at times.
Strange how my history came full circle. This chapel, I realized, was a memorial to my former Sarafan
have to
brethren
giggle.
and myself. All of us martyred here.
So mature.
And then so cruelly profaned by Kain when he imposed his gift on our noble corpses. For the first time, I beheld the image of my Sarafan self, memorialized here among my fallen comrades. It tortured me to see how noble and pure I had been, and what a vile phantasm I had become. And a profound sense of injury, of loss and betrayal welled up in me, so overwhelming I could barely contain it. All I wanted at this moment was to find Kain and destroy him.
Oh, here we go. You got it on the Switch? Nice. Well, you never know. If you like what you see, it might be worth giving the second one a go. I have heard this one's a lot shorter than the first game. I'm not sure if that is the case, but that's just from a Google. That's what I come across. Do wish it had a map though. That is one thing. Not like a world map, but a map of the area you're in. We just do a full circle. That's dropped us back down. Must have missed something. What have you been playing anyway lately, McDazzy? Have you had much of a chance to play anything? Ah, how did I miss the door? Right in front of me. Still, yeah, grounded too.
I emerged.
Oh, Dead by Daylight, nice.
Beheld Nosgoth in its former glory. The land overflowed with abundant life and vitality, and and I knew with certainty then that the world I had left behind was nothing more than the corpse of Nosgoth, a lifeless husk bled dry by the corruption of Kain's parasitic empire. This was the fragile world Kain sacrificed to preserve his own petty life and ambition, heedless of the profound cost. The sight only deepened my resolve. I sensed that the pillars lay to the northwest. If Kain truly waited to confront me there, I would not disappoint him.
How do you find Dead by Daylight? Yeah, it was the 10-year anniversary, so I know they've got an event going on at the minute. Star Fox didn't interest you at all, McDazzy? I quite enjoyed the remake. I think they did a really good job. Although I really want a brand new game now. Hopefully they're going to do something. What do you say, northwest? You started... Oh, right, you only started last week. You're enjoying it. You're a better survivor. You did like Star Fox, you just haven't played it yet. Well, that is one good thing with Star Fox. It is a pretty short game. The first time it did take me a little while. The second time, I think I got through it a couple of hours. That was on one of the hard modes, so... hard routes. Yeah, you kind of have an easy route and a hard route, but there is multiple paths you can take throughout. Yeah, I prefer Survivor on DVD. Killer is fun, but it's a bit more stressful. Hey, rival. This is the game so familiar to my blighted eyes. Yeah, he is very poetic in his choicing of words. Might be doing alright. I'm trying to find somewhere to get up. Oh, there you go.
As I passed this arcane landmark, a wisp of the Reaver's energy was drawn into the ring, illuminating it. This created a beacon of sorts in the spirit world. If ever I found myself depleted in the spectral realm, and my soul tossed on the ethereal winds, these beacons would draw me back to safety and restore me.
Ah, right. Get through here. You're a bit of a fan then of the Legacy of Kain games, yeah? Yeah, I was saying I did quite enjoy the first game. But I was kind of shocked that it ends on a bit of a cliffhanger, like straight into a second game pretty much. But I'm definitely intrigued to see how the actual story ends. You're very much a fan. Well, what do you think of, is it Defiance? I know that's been spoken about on stream a few times. At least he's still got all of his abilities pretty much from the first game. That I did wonder if you would end up like having to relearn to swim and stuff. Oh, maybe I was supposed to go up there. It's got a lot better combat mechanics than all the other games. Well, I'm guessing that was a newer system, right? I think Xbox, PS2. Maybe I... Oh, okay. That's better.
These ancient obelisks were mysteriously attuned to my spiritual essence. By simply touching the symbol, I could safely preserve an imprint of my soul.
Oh, really?
And thus
As this
create a
game? It's a
milestone
PlayStation,
to which I
yeah?
could return when weary, and from which I could resume my journey.
Oh, so you actually get save slots on this one. So that was one thing with the original game is... pretty sure you had to save it through a menu. I don't know what these are. Also known as save point. Well, they will come in handy. I don't know if you get the warps in this game like the first one. I assume something similar. There's loads of these things. Weird. There's some fun puzzles. You'll be honest, Soul Reaver 2 isn't as good as the first game. A lot more linear. The combat loop is way weaker. Yeah, so I was speaking to someone who had played both games, and they did say the second game feels a little bit, yeah, like it was rushed out quicker. Oh, I see. Yeah, I was told it was a bit shorter than the first game as well. But maybe that's down to the fact if it is a bit more linear.
While I had only just escaped the stronghold, I sensed that in time my journey would return me full circle to this place. Infiltrating the fortress, however, would be no small feat. The balcony that had provided my escape was now well beyond my reach, leaving this massive gateway as the only means of entry. The gates were sealed, but like the time-streaming chamber I had seen earlier, their operation was undoubtedly linked to that odd crystal mounted above the entrance.
Yeah, I mean, at the minute, I feel like this game is a lot brighter than the first game, because at some points it was so dark.
Here it comes.
Like, super dark. Yeah. Ideally, I want some... Yeah, I got lost in the first game quite a lot, so I doubt there's going to be much of a problem with this game. I'll still get lost. That's the thing as well. A lot of the older games, the combat was a little bit samely. I find, like, at least these days, combat has improved somewhat. The Adventures of Elliot looks good. Yeah, it does. I've seen some gameplay of it. It's kind of like a Legend of Zelda game, from what I understand. But yeah, at the minute, I'm not grabbing any more game steps. I do want to play 007 at some point. get out of it. Nice. .007. There was another game as well. Can't remember what
These
that is.
vampires
But
had nothing in common with the deranged jackals I
Bit
left
of a
behind
backlog.
in Kain's derelict empire. They seemed to retain much of their former humanity. In this era, vampires were clearly not the uncontested predators we had been. These creatures were hunted mercilessly and oppressed. And while I still believed that vampirism was a plague and had to be wiped out, there was nothing noble or righteous in this crusade. This was simply ruthless persecution.
I mean, it sounds like, I don't know if you've heard anything, but allegedly there's a new Metroid game coming out as well. Possibly this year. So I look forward to that if that's the case. We will see. Obviously Ocarina of Time. Looking forward to that. That will be good. I hope. But we have a switch.
The pillars of Nosgoth, pristine, whole, and uncorrupted. I had never beheld them in this undefiled state, yet something profound and indelible resonated within me at the sight. And there, waiting at the very heart of the pillars, was the canker that was destined to destroy them.
Ah.
I know you're there, Raziel.
Mobius led me to you, Kain, though I might have guessed you'd meet me here.
And if Mobius told you I was hidden on the underside of hell, would you throw yourself into oblivion to pursue me? Mobius trawls for the ignorant and unwary, hauling his gasping prey from the streams of their destinies. Stay out of his net, Raziel.
Spare me your elaborate metaphors, Kain. I have pursued you here for one purpose. You will pay for your betrayal, and balance will thus be restored to Nosgoth.
And whose will is satisfied then? The will of Raziel or Mobius?
Would I be better manipulated by you, Kain? Now, turn and face me. The chase is over.
Yeah, if only it
This
was
isn't
going to be
a
that
chase,
easy.
Raziel. We are merely passengers on the wheel of destiny, describing a perfect circle to this point. We've been brought here for a reason. I've seen the beginning and the end of our story, however, and the tale is crude and ill-conceived. We must rewrite the ending of it. You and I.
Face me, Kain. Even you shouldn't die a coward's death.
Isn't it customary to grant the condemned a final request?
I recall no such courtesy from you.
Indulge me, Raziel. All I ask is that you listen. This is the sublime moment of our undoing, Raziel. The ineffable fulcrum upon which swings the entirety of our history. This is where all of Nosgoth is betrayed. In this instant, Ariel, The Balance Guardian is murdered by dark forces bent on overthrowing the pillars. Her spirit is just now tearing free, lost in the ether, trying to find its way here. You have already seen how she comes to haunt these pillars.
Bound here by your refusal to die. You are the reason this land becomes diseased. As long as you remain alive, you condemn Nosgoth to an eternity of decay.
Be still, Raziel. See this. As Ariel dies, I am being born to take her place as Balance Guardian. Such is my destiny.
My God.
Oh, that's not good.
At the moment of my first cry, Ariel's beloved, the Guardian Nupraptor, finds her corpse. Racked with grief and tormented by suspicions of treachery, Nupraptor plunges into a madness which overflows and infects all of the Guardians who are symbiotically bound, including me. The repercussions of Ariel's assassination were expertly calculated. The entire circle descends into madness, and I am tainted at the moment of my birth, instantly rendered incapable of fulfilling the role destiny has prepared for me.
Shall I show you the same mercy you showed the rest of the Circle, then? You blithely murdered them to restore their pillars, yet your hand faltered when it came to the final sacrifice. What makes you exempt, Kain? You're merely the last man standing. Why condemn me for simply carrying out what you hadn't the courage to do yourself?
Let's drop
Legends.
the moral posturing, shall we?
McDazzy, thank
We
you,
both know
man.
there's no altruism in this pursuit.
Well, if
Your reckless indignation led
Thank you, man.
here. I counted on it. There's no shame
big smile on my
in it,
face.
Raziel.
If
Revenge
you've
is
just got a
motivation enough. At
membership, you
least
can thank
it's
McDazzy
honest.
for that.
Hate me.
McDazzy is a ledge.
Do it honestly. 30 years hence, I am presented with a dilemma. Let's call it a two-sided coin. If the coin falls one way, I sacrifice myself.
Please
and
do
thus
go check
restore
McDazzy out as well. He's got a
the last
YouTube
surviving
page.
vampire in Nosgoth. This would mean the annihilation of our species. Mobius made sure of that. If the coin lands on the reverse, I refuse the sacrifice and thus doom the pillars to an eternity of collapse. Either way, the game is rigged.
We agree, then, that the pillars are crucial and must be restored.
Yes, Raziel. And that's why we've come full circle to this place.
So after all this, you make my case for me. To end this
37
stalemate,
months.
you must die so that new guardians can be
Thank
born.
you, man.
Pillars don't belong to them.
That's crazy.
Raziel. They belong
About three years.
to us.
3 years.
Your arrogance is boundless.
I must admit, I don't check the membership
There's
lengths
a
much.
third option.
That's crazy.
A
Thank you, man.
monumental secret hidden in your very presence here. But it's a secret you have to discover for yourself. Unearth your destiny, Raziel. It's all laid out for you here.
You said it yourself, Kain. There are only two sides to your coin.
Apparently, sir. But suppose you throw a coin enough times. Suppose one day it lands on its edge.
Absolute legend. Cheers, man. Yeah, this game is definitely a lot more cinematic compared to the first one. Like, there's cutscenes all over the place.
I didn't know what impulse stayed my hand, why I had so willingly allowed Kain to escape me when I had pursued him for so long. I had no reason to trust Kain after he had valued me so little, and yet I found myself intrigued by his words. I had been too cruelly used to so gullibly play his pawn, but if this world truly had secrets to divulge, I was determined to expose them.
Oh, okay. What's... to Spectrum. Ah. Ah, look at that. We got steps. Yeah, would you believe it, McDazzy? Nearly 10 years since I started my channel. 10 years next month. Crazy. How long have you been streaming for? I'm back. Yeah, nearly a milestone. Honestly, I am surprised. Yeah, I am surprised I am still streaming, but I might not stream as much as I used to, but I still enjoy doing it.
From the moment
2
of my
years for you
arrival,
coming up in October.
I had the constant and palpable sensation of being watched. Someone
Time goes fast, man.
was keenly interested in my presence here.
Goes way too quick. Hello, birdies.
From the look of it, this door had been sealed for centuries. I began to realize it was no mere coincidence that I found myself standing here, beneath this winged figure with blue skin and cloven hands so like my own, and bearing this unique key. And so it was with a sense of gravity and trepidation that I unsealed that ancient door and crossed the threshold.
Nice. That's a long time. You should call your channel Wine Gaming because you get better with age. Oh, that's very kind of you, Dibs. I don't know if my game playing skills get better with age, but when did you discover my channel, Dibs? Was it back when I used to stream Mario Maker, or after that? I think on the anniversary I'm going to Norway. Norway around the 20th. No, actually I'll probably be back for the anniversary. I think I'm going on the 13th and I get back on the 17th. Yeah, gonna go along to meet up with Major again. We're going to the Retro Misa. I forget his name. One of the main guys who worked on Star Fox is going this year. I'm aware of.
Hundreds, perhaps thousands of years.
He'll be returning.
And while this room was clearly built when the pillars were erected, I knew that no human hand could have shaped this place, and that perhaps it had never been seen by human eyes. The surrounding murals depicted a winged race, their features so like my own, but but beautiful, where mine were grotesque, and angelic, while mine were demonic. I tried to decipher these images. A great war, but with combatants like none I had ever seen. The pillars, raised by this winged race, who thus defeated their adversaries. The winged beings again, writhing in agony, apparently afflicted with the same bloodthirst I had so recently suffered. And throughout the chamber, inscribed everywhere, images of the Reaver itself. Was this what Kain had urged me to discover? I wondered.
Lies, Raziel.
Oh, he's back.
Do not be deceived.
Ah, my ancient benefactor. And I
wondered
dared
if he
to
was
hope
gonna
my
show
body
up.
was forever. Silence was refreshing. It lasted. No doubt you have a conveniently inexpressible reason for your presence here.
Do not be insolent, Raziel. I am eternally present, here and everywhere, now and always. I am the still center of the turning wheel, the hub of this world's destiny.
But perhaps not so omnipotent as you'd have me believe. Your hold on me appears to be tenuous. I no longer seem to need you. Yet I'm guessing you still need me.
This impudence is unworthy of you, Raziel. Do not forget that you have a task to fulfill here. You are indebted to me.
Indebted? You would have me show gratitude for a gift I didn't ask to be bestowed. Do you forget that you forced me to inhabit this vile carcass?
I restored you to yourself, Raziel. It was Kain who destroyed you. The very enemy you've just let slip through your grasp. Do not fail me, my servant.
I serve no one. Not you, not Kain, and not your lackey Mobius.
Mobius is my good servant. I have many.
And if I tell Mobius that he's worshipping a giant squid, do you think his faith will falter?
You have grown willful, Raziel. But beware. To embrace a serpent is to invite poison into your heart. Kain is a sinuous beast. He will seduce and deceive you. You pride yourself on your free will, yet you let that degenerate deter your resolve.
I harbor no illusions about his integrity, nor anyone else's. In fact, I am beset by manipulation on all sides. I merely seek the truth.
These are the fathomless truths, Raziel. The agony of birth and death and rebirth. This is the wheel of fate, the purifying cycle which sustains all life. Vampires are an abomination, a plague which leeches this land of its spiritual strength. They obstruct the flow of life and death. Their souls stagnate in their wretched corpses. But the wheel must turn. Death is inexorable and cannot be denied. Your destiny is irresistible, Raziel. You are my Soul Reaver, the scourge of the vampires, reaper of their apostate souls. Remain steadfast, end the vampire's parasitic curse, and restore Nosgoth. Kain's blood belongs on your hands.
No, right.
Kain indeed deserves to die, for condemning me to this repugnant form. But if and when I kill him, it will be for me alone to decide.
Kain destroyed you without a flicker of remorse. He tore the soul from your noble corpse, and after you had served him faithfully for 1,000 years, he discarded you in the abyss on a jealous whim. Remember your rage, Raziel. Let it guide your hand.
He's got such a recognisable voice, Tony J. I don't think he's with us anymore, is he? Unfortunately. But yeah, you hear his voice. Right. But it looked like there was something down here we could, like a tunnel, we could swim through. Some health back. Where are we going then? Down there? Nice. Jump on the wall. Oh, we can't in spirit realm, can we? That's a bit stupid. Should know we can't do that yet. What's down here though? Blood Rain. You know what? Is that got anything? Is Blood Rain something completely separate? Because that's a game that I hear quite often. I remember that game. It was very more like an action title, right? Remember someone I used to work with loved it. Back on the PS2, I think it was. go. Nice.
I surfaced into a very different landscape. The daylight barely penetrated the dense canopy of this forest. Here I discovered an ancient ruin, unmistakably one of Mobius's time-streaming chambers, but long ago sealed and abandoned to the encroaching swamp. I didn't currently possess the means to break this seal, but I thought in time that I might.
Okay. Let's go and activate this.
Here it comes.
How are we going to get through here?
Prepare to die.
Oh, hello. Ah. Looks like Andros.
So, my lurking observer was exposed. The creature vanished when he realized he was discovered, but I caught a glimpse of him, and his
Well,
features
chat,
were
what was
distinctive
like your
enough.
favourite games from...
This was the vampire Vorador.
This was a
the
PlayStation
monstrous
game
assassin
originally.
depicted in the stronghold.
What was your like favourite game
Strange
from
that a creature
PlayStation
brazen
PS2
enough
era?
to assault the circle single-handedly would avoid confronting
It
me.
looks better. It definitely looks better.
If Vorador would not come to me, I would go to him. But first, I needed to find some means of reaching that.
It's a little bit more linear than the style that the other game was, but so far so good. How you doing, Major? Rayman, Toonby, Crash Bandicoot, Final Fantasy 7 tonight. I mean, they are good. A good selection of some of the best PlayStation games. But we like, as much of it as a Nintendo fan I am, like, I am so happy that I did get a PlayStation, because there were a really good sort of amount of games on that machine that hold up. You could have been better. What's up? The main game I played on the PS2 was Road Trip. Road Trip? Was that based off the movie? If it was, I never heard of it. Oh man, what's up with the cat? What were the results? I'm sensing not great. Really? Was he fixed? Oh, FIV. So what can be done? Nothing. nothing they can, no meds they can give him. Right, through wounds.
There appeared to be a passage here, leading northward into the mountains. The opening, however, was obstructed and too high for me to reach. Perhaps later I would find the means to bypass these obstacles.
So it attacks his immune system, yeah? I know it's difficult, but have you considered maybe not letting him go outside? I know he's been an outdoor cat all his life pretty much, but anything to stop him from it getting worse. Oh, there you go. Well, yeah, exactly. There's that too, yeah. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Pets, eh? Yeah, I didn't even think about the fact that he could infect other cats. He does like getting into his fights. Yeah, I think that's all you can do, isn't it? How old is he? He's not that old, is he?
My lurking friend was nowhere to be seen, but I found these ruins even more intriguing. I recognized these arcane symbols from the chamber beneath the pillars, and realized that this shrine, too, was sealed to all but the bearer of the Reaver.
Looks like we might have a temple or a dungeon. Well, hopefully he lives a much longer life. But yeah, just feel bad for him that he's not going to be able to go outside. Yeah, I'm sure he'll get used to it. That's the problem, like, when I eventually do get another cat, or a cat, yeah, I don't know whether I want the cat to be able to go out, because I live near a kind of near a main road. You just never know, do you? I've had... Oh, what is this? Yeah, I mean, that's all you can do, isn't it? Can't risk it. Right. Okay, there must be another way up to that. Assuming that's where we need to take it. Oh, hang on.
Throughout this ancient shrine, murals depicted the winged race, the apocalyptic war against their mysterious and equally inhuman adversaries. These winged beings, it seemed, were not only the architects of the pillars, but of this enigmatic place as well. And just as in the Pillar's chamber, this shrine was adorned throughout with imagery of the Reaver, depicted with the reverence of a holy icon.
I was going to say, where you live, it is calm, except for your neighbour. I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue for the cat, though. Manhunt Dibble. Yeah, I never really played. Never played the first game. That was more later, though, Rick. Oh no, it was PS2. PS2, yeah. The first game. She has started moving. Oh, wow. That's good news. Bet you're happy about that. Okay. We've got two different paths. No, it's all good. It's all good. It's good to chat. Game's okay so far. Very cinematic. Yeah, but so far so good. Like you say, it definitely looks nicer than the first game. But it also has a very different feeling. The first game was a little bit like a Metroidvania Zelda style. This is so far a little bit more of a linear Zelda style game. Just very cinematic. You got the football on in the background tonight? Oh, it just ended. Did they... Who was it? Argentina and... I think Argentina were losing when I checked earlier. Belgium, maybe? Don't you crash on me. Are you kidding me? Oh, they come back and won 3-2. Well, that sucks. The crash, that is. Where was it? I think we had to... No, I didn't think it was. The first game, we had it crash once or twice. But I don't know what that was about. Why it crashed like that.
There appeared to be a passage here, leading northward into the mountains. The opening, however, was obstructed and too high for me to reach. Perhaps later I would find the means to bypass these obstacles.
I'm going to skip this because we know the way. Yeah, this game unfortunately doesn't let you save any time. So, yeah. At least there seems to be quite a few save spots. Let's hope it don't save in the middle of a dungeon, though.
My lurking friend was nowhere to be seen.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's really annoying when a game crashes. It's more the fact if you haven't got a save. Like, if the save file is like an hour ago. It's a waste of time having to redo it all over again. Thankfully, you can just skip a lot of the bosses, so, or the enemies. Yeah, 100%. I've had a few games that just randomly have crashed in the past, and oh, hang on, we come this way, didn't we? Now the worst crashes are the ones that corrupt the memory cards. Or just corrupt your save file. I've had that happen as well. Actually, the first game I played at Soul Reaver 1, the save file corrupted, but thankfully it did let me save multiple slots, so I was saved. Yeah, we know that's up there. Just outside of our reach.
Throughout this ancient shrine,
we've already seen this.
Murals depicted the winged race.
Yeah, what do you reckon then about Saturday with Norway and England then? Yeah, I've actually kind of got into the football this year. I've actually watched quite a few different games. I don't know what it is. Got more into the spirit of things. Let's try this way instead. Oh. Yeah, we will see. We will see. They played fantastic, I thought, last was it Tuesday? Monday, Tuesday? I thought they did the best I've seen them, really, in a long time. But yeah, you are right. Some days they're awful, but they do tend to bounce back. That was it. Yeah. It's all a bit of a blur because I think I watched the Norway one, went to bed for a couple of hours, woke up, discovered it was delayed, went back to bed, woke up, watched it, went back to bed. I felt like absolute crap on Monday. Most of the day. Yeah, it's Tuesday, isn't it? Got home from work at R4, fell asleep till 8 o'clock. Yeah. All a bit of a blur. Yeah, I would say they've still got a bit of a chance. Norway. I think they do pretty well generally. Or they do better than I was expecting them to. I honestly didn't think they had much of a chance, but they've held their own. Right, can we actually get onto that centre platform or not? Okay. Yeah. What's his name? Heeland, I think it was. Harland. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. I was quite shocked at some of the goals he did. And I'm not a football person at all, but I'm like, yeah, he was pretty good. He seems like quite a character as well. Is that the correct way? I don't know. It's gotta be. Harland, that's it, yeah. Consult your CVG magazine for a guide. Shoot projectiles at puzzle targets. Shoot projectiles? Huh? Just something I'm forgetting from the first game. Very thankful for that hint, though. Not that I think it's much use. might have to consult my CVG magazine dibs. It's not doing anything, is it? Shoot projectiles. Possible target. Doing anything, is it? Ah. Does look like, according to that, it looks like something above the spike, but hey Gruff, how's it going, man? Let me just see if there is a control option. Devour soul, crouch, look around, lymph. Ah, hang on, hang on. Maybe I have to be. Let's go and turn back. I have a feeling you have to be super precise. How was the Star Fox remake? Yeah, really good. The first time I played it, I did struggle, but I played it again Sunday, and I got through it pretty easy, to be honest. Took a slightly different path than I did the other day. Yeah, I quite enjoy it. I still want to take the bad path. What is going on? But no, I think they did a really nice job with it. It's Rhythm Fever Groove. How are you finding it? I heard it was pretty decent. Funny, challenging, and observe. That's what you want, isn't it? Oh. Well, the online multiplayer, we jumped into some kind of free-for-all, and I hadn't even played it. I was decimated, but yeah. Oh, what about the one at the back? I can't move that. Yeah. I mean, apart from the challenges and the online stuff, it pretty much was just a remake. A good remake, don't get me wrong, but... Ah. So that can move it. How does that help? No idea. Yeah. Yeah, I like the cutscenes are pretty good. I do like what they did with that. Yeah, there's no real... I saw this at the back, so I'm like, maybe it needs to be in the same place. But apart from that, I can't see what I'm supposed to be shooting at. Well, Starlink isn't bad, but it's not really Star Fox, is it? Like proper Star Fox. Do we have anyone who's played this before? Oh, hang on. Oh, there you go. We have light. Progress. So yeah, that pillar was in the correct place then. At least I hope it is. Check site. Can't go in there, can I? Oh, you can. Sweet. This goes back over here. Bonk it down. I don't know what the next big game is. Probably for me, Zelda from Nintendo at least. Unless we do get some other announcements soon. Preferably something new. Right, this is the room I'm concerned about because this is where it crashed. Let's hope it doesn't. Ocarina of Time remake. Hopefully we get to see some gameplay. Apparently it should be shown at the September Tokyo Game Show. So I'm kind of hoping we get some kind of video soon. Or a direct. Okay, so how do we get up there? Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric. Oh, how could I not play that? No, I do want to play the James Bond game. I've still got that to play. I do still want to play the other Castlevania game at some point. That I've been putting off for a while. Oh, there is another Castlevania game coming out. Yeah, it's pure trashy bliss. Really? I've still got. Oh, what is it? Sonic Superstars? I bought that like 2 or 3 years ago. I haven't even played it. The Castlevania cartoon. I watched season 1, but I started season 2. I think I watched an episode or 2. And I never continued with it for some reason. It was good, yeah. I don't know why I didn't continue. Can't be back in here unless we have to cross the top. For real, not like Sonic Boom. Oh, glad to hear you say that. Yeah, maybe one day. There's a couple of animes I probably would watch. Apparently the is it Castlevania? Not Castlevania, Devil May Cry. Actually, Devil May Cry 5 I wouldn't mind playing. I know it's an old game, but I do like that style of game. Yeah, we've done this already. So it's not in here. What am I missing? You know what? I've never played an Assassin's Creed game. Well, I played the first one for maybe an hour. Never got into them, but I've seen friends play them. They do look generally fun, especially as like a fan of Prince of Persia. Some of them definitely have that kind of style to them. Right, we're back here. So there was something that way. What is that sound? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, the RPG stuff I'm not too bothered about. But the early Assassin's Creed ones, I do like the look of. So, that's opened up. So we've got light there. What does this mean? Ah, stop hitting me. Weird. But yeah, they're basically assassin. I was so disappointed that they cancelled the Prince of Persia remake. I was so looking forward to that. And then they had to go and just say no. Where do I get over there? I honestly think this needs to go this way. Maybe. But we need to somehow turn this to this direction. Yeah, The Sands of Time. I love that game. I did replay it on the stream a little while ago. I'm just going to go and get a drink. I'll be right back. Yeah, I really like Sands of Time. It is a really good game. But it is a bit janky, especially the combat. Ah, hang on. Maybe. Sometimes you just need to walk away for a minute. What did that do then? Ah, we got a... push it. Maybe we do have to switch back. But quite a few of the Prince of Persia games I liked, even the latter ones. There was one of the later ones which was like a cell shaded style, and I did really enjoy that. And then they kind of returned to a more normal style. Oh, you can, right? That makes sense. Ah, sundial. Oh, fair enough. The very old one. Yeah, I could never get on with the original Prince of Persia. For some reason. I just didn't get into it. You had like a time. I hate games with time limits. Well, I never completed Majora's Mask. We have light. Oh, I see. It's light and dark.
As I neared the altar, I suddenly felt the Reaver quickening of its own volition. Just as in William's chapel, the balance of power tangibly shifted. Voracious and willful, the Soul Reaver was now in control, and I, merely its helpless puppet. The Reaver plunged itself into that mysterious altar, and devouring the energy that emanated from within, drained this place of its power. Thus sated, the Reaver released me. And I realized as I recovered control that these ancient shrines were forges, each purpose-built to enhance the Reaver with elemental power. Now I understood the purpose of the mysterious basins I had seen throughout my journey. They were elemental fonts, each attuned to a fundamental essence. When I forged the blade, every font in Nosgoth with the same elemental attunement was simultaneously quickened. The Reaver's enhancements were never permanent, but these fonts enabled me to re-imbue the blade by bathing it in the elemental energy distilled therein.
Okay.
Concentric circles, one eclipsing the other. I recognized this symbol from the door sealing that other ancient shrine, the one I had seen in the lake outside the Sarafan stronghold. Perhaps now Armed as I was with the elemental power of darkness, I could return and gain entry.
I remember that. And do we now get a boss fight? That was one thing I loved about Soul Reaver, the bosses. They were pretty awesome. Oh.
You're a ragged excuse for a savior.
Vorador.
I see my reputation precedes me.
It does.
All good?
The first Soul Reaver game.
I've been watching you since you
Had
emerged
some good
from
bosses.
that accursed stronghold. Strange that your arrival
Got you,
coincides
Gruff.
with the corruption of the pillars.
Diablo
And I'm
clone.
wondering, are you the catalyst of these events? Or the answer to them?
I don't know what you mean.
I will speak plainly then. I distrust your origins, stranger. Seeing you crawl from the putrid depths of Mobius's keep makes me question your purpose here. And what should I make of your appearance? Not human, clearly, and more demon than vampire. And the pillars. It is no mere coincidence that your arrival in that clearing heralded the pillars' decay. And so I ask you plainly, are you the instrument of the pillars' destruction or their salvation?
Neither.
Very well. Let us look at the other side of the coin. I have followed your journey and watched as you blithely unlocked secrets that have been sealed and forbidden for thousands of years. The path you have been treading is open to only one being. You don't know what you are, do you?
I have been many things. If you find me ignorant, enlighten me.
What's the point? This world is beyond redemption. Let the human cattle have it.
I would expect better than meek capitulation from you.
Centuries of persecution have taught me well. 500 years ago, our race was nearly exterminated by the fanatical crusades of the Seraphan. And now the same sick drama unfolds again. In merely a decade, Mobius's cutthroat citizen army has nearly accomplished what the Seraphan could not. Vampires meddling in the affairs of men. Look where it's brought us.
What am I to make of these secrets I've uncovered, then? The depictions of the winged race, the pillars, and the Reaver.
Fairy tales, boy. The delusions of an ancient culture clinging to hope long after the world had discarded them. Their bloodline trickled away, until only one of the ancients remained, sustained solely by obligation and his unfaltering faith in the old prophecies. But you see, even if you are who you appear to be, it no longer matters. You're simply too late.
Never too late.
Janos Audron, the Reaver Guardian, the last of the ancients, and my maker, was murdered by the Seraphan nearly 5 centuries ago. He alone would have the answers you seek, but his secrets died with him. I don't know how you've come even this far without his guidance, or without the Reaver, stolen these 500 years ago by the Seraphan. I'm afraid, my friend, that you and all of us are out of luck.
Yeah, I was saying, Gruff,
I had no less reason
compared to the
trust
first
Vorador
game, this
than
is
anyone
very,
else
like,
I had.
story-driven.
In fact, the ancient vampire was the most forthright being I had encountered thus far. If Janos Ordrin was the key to all this, then I would find him. And Mobius's time-streaming device would provide me passage. But first, I had to find a way back into the stronghold. And I suspected I would find the means within the lake's mysterious shrine.
I reckon, like, the first game was cinematic to some degrees, but I guess with games, a lot of PlayStation games were coming out, like Metal Gear Solid, that were very much like blurring the lines of video games and movies. I kind of feel this is similar-ish. But yeah, it's all good. Right, I definitely need to save. Don't want it to crash like it did earlier. That would be terrible. Sands of Time, yeah, it was a classic, Dips. Love that game. Gruff, I did ask the question earlier, but before you were here, what is a game or games from back in the PS1, PS2 era that you fondly remember, like as a favourite? Or anyone else, if you haven't answered. Yeah, I don't think you can transport though. Like fast transport like the other game. Final Fantasy VII, yeah, of course. I think Final Fantasy VII was most people's reason to get a PS1, I would say. Like, I remember when it first came out, friends that weren't even into console games bought a PS1 for the Final Fantasy. Then obviously Gran Turismo. Metal Gear Solid. Dark Cloud 2. I remember playing a demo of that. Oh, Tony Hawk. Yeah, I love that game. Fantastic soundtrack. Am I going the right way? I hope. Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger, that was Super Nintendo, yeah? That is one RPG, like, I probably would enjoy, because I do like the, what is it, the time travel aspect. What I hear of it, anyway. Hey Leon, I'm doing alright, thanks. What about yourself? One thing I loved about the PlayStation though was the fact that there were so many like random games on it. Like games I'd never even heard of. I just rented them or borrowed them, and like stuff I'd never really come across before. Chrono Cross, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I have seen that. I think Chrono Trigger is too. Seconda is that? Heard of that? That's RPG, isn't it? Right way. I mean, PlayStation 2 wise, another big favourite of mine has got to be Silent Hill 2. Obviously the Resident Evils, I love those on the PlayStation. So, they were so good. Resident Evil, yeah, classics. Hey. Well, yeah, Foxhound, I couldn't think of anything to play, to be fair, and I thought I'd play this.
Having unearthed more than you'd like, I suspect. What am I to make of these ruins that litter the land, and these images here in this chamber?
It did. PS1 was a good
Merely the deceits of a
console.
failed civilization. You are being misled, Raziel. This ancient race hoped to manipulate the future with these scrawled misdirections. You must tread carefully. There are dark forces at work in this world, bent on subverting.
It's all right, actually.
Destiny.
I have no doubt of that. The question is, am I in their presence right now?
I'll wait till the cutscene plays out.
Arrogance will spell your demise, Raziel. Deny my will, and the arc of your destiny will reach a sudden conclusion.
Your threats are unmoving. Even now, I'm beyond your reach.
My reach is longer than you realize. This is a very dangerous game you're playing, Raziel.
Yeah, I am enjoying it. It looks a lot better. It's a little bit more linear, which depends what way you look at it, really. I mean, for me, at least I'm not getting lost a lot. But very cinematic, like very story-driven. Yeah, I remember putting the discs here in CD player dibs. You could like, quite a few games allowed you to listen to the music that way. Yeah, there's no boss though. I've just done the first, what was it, the Dark Forge. There was no boss, which was a little disappointing. But yeah, I kind of am liking, to some extent, not, yeah, being completely where am I going type of thing. Like, there's still some tricky puzzles, don't get me wrong. But I haven't got completely lost yet, thankfully. Back here. Does look a lot nicer as well, I have to say. First game I did find very dark and grimy. That's the word. Oh, nice. Have I spoken to... So I've done the first dungeon. Yeah, I have. Pretty sure I've already done that. Unless there was another... Let me just head back, just in case I miss something. Not that I can transform back first. I've got to go to the Light Forge. Although, if the Light Forge is another temple, that might have to wait. So I do, unfortunately, need to wrap up shortly. But I will be continuing on Thursday. to fight him, do I?
Prepare to die.
Prepare to die. Not doing a very good job of it. But yeah, no, yeah, I look forward to returning to it. That's what we need to go towards. Yeah, this one doesn't seem to allow you to save at any point, so let's figure out how to open this up first. Easier said than done. Hey, Mr. Popularity. It's not as confusing as the first game. It's surprisingly a lot easier not to get confused, but it's still early days. Hang on, what's this? Oh. What was the game you forgot about? Very important one. Oh, Crash Team. Yeah, Crash Team Racing. I love that game. Good shout. The remake's pretty good. It's so annoying they didn't bring it out on the PC though. Left side. Yeah, well, I loved the karting games, like Diddy Kong and stuff, Mario Kart. Crash Team Racing kept me busy for a while. left side of... But yeah, the remake, I don't know why it never come out on the PC. Die already. Jeez. You was never a big fan of I do like the Mario Karts. Oh, hang on. Maybe I have to... If I... Got to jump on the planks of wood, maybe. Crash Team Racing, Diddy Kong. Yeah. I think obviously with the Mario Kart, so you had the multiplayer aspect. Diddy Kong and Crash, I don't think the multiplayer was as good, in my opinion. They were fantastic single player games. Higher. How can I get any higher? Ah, hang on. Maybe I'm seeing things. Oh, it's just a tree. Where is that Soul Reaver door? We're around there. Let's have a look. Gotta be a way up somewhere. This place. That was... over there maybe. Although, I'm going to do this and it won't save, will it? Come on, jump up. There you go. I doesn't like that. Interesting. Well, look, I'm going to leave it there. We'll return to this on Thursday as I need to finish up. Thank you for watching today. Yeah, I quite enjoyed this. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out next stream and make some progress to wherever we're going next. Like I say, I think this will take me a lot less time to complete than the other one. Maybe that's going to be my famous last words. But yeah, I'll be back on Thursday and we will continue with this. Nice one. Thank you, everyone. Oh, and I have to say thank you so much to McDazzy earlier for those memberships, gifted memberships. I don't know if you're still watching, but thank you, man. Much appreciated. Take care, everyone. You have a great Wednesday when you get to it. And I'll be back on Thursday. Bye-bye.